Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Willis going to throw it right away. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. The second down throw by Willis. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
60 Maverick.
Now Willis to throw. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Agnew now to return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Now Jackson on 1st down, sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They try to throw it on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before the run until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in it.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Right back to Njoku. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Willis to throw. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now Willis on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw, Willis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
And now an audible here into something else.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 25-yard line. Dragon 60. Ready?
Now Willis on 1st and 10. This is the tight end, Njoku. Here's 2nd and 3.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 18-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's 4th. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now Willis on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They go play action with Willis. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Alpha,
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first down coming up.
DC, right?
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Rolling to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Rolling to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, and then it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
On the return is Ward. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Willis now off of play action. Out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Browns at 8-8 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Here's Willis. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Willis to throw once more. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now they send a man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Lion. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Motion man is Schwartz. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Second and goal from the 1.
A 12-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
18, pioneer.
Willis now off play action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Jackson now. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll roll him out right. Pass taken in by this big tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in here by Chase. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Jackson, a final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Ravens 10.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Ward to return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Get it.
They go play action with Willis. It's caught. Cooper. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a little extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Play action. Here's Willis. Under pressure, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
At the 43-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
Back to throw, Willis. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
BC, ready?
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
A toss left side for Mitchell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Jackson. Got a man open. It's Chase. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Jackson will throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, those two have worked out for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson will keep it. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the 1st down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? Why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess your handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. pushing his way through. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At the 8-yard line.
Change it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the jump.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 22-yard line.
Cavity Lions.
Second down, here's Willis. This is the tight end, Njoku. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Willis. Right back to Njoku. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return, here's Agnew. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. The big loss on 1st down leads to a tricky 2nd down. 18 yards to go. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Tell you what, partner, after the ice is down, he's going to need a nice long circuit hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Running left, here's Mitchell. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Jackson. And it is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Willis on the move to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
19 Lions. Warriors 17.
Willis out of the gun. Rolling to his right. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 65 catch, 65 catch, go.
Here's Willis. Completes to Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Willis to throw. Into the hands of Cooper. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Cougar 19.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
Mustang 19.
Throwing, Willis. Forced out to his left. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jackson steps away.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd down. Here's a toss right side to Mitchell. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Browns 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Willis. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, it took us until the final